By the way, if you guys haven't really caught on, I figured I'd go ahead and tell you. The way that I do these updates is his 1 month update is what happened to him until he was 1 month old. His 2 month update is what happened to him up until he turned 2 months old. So this is what happened up until this last Friday when he officially turned 3 months old. So a couple days after he turned 2 months old, I took him to the pediatrician, and he got his shots, which they gave him 3 shots, but a couple of them was like combination shots, and then they give them the stuff that they, like, it goes in their mouth and they eat it. But he, honestly, I cried more than he did. He got his shots, and he didn't even really realize anything was going on until his 3rd shot, and then he cried for like a minute, and he was fine. And I am over here like freaking out because I'm like, I'm hurting my baby, you know. And yeah, other than that, he was fine. He did get a little fever, and I just gave him a little bit of the baby Tylenol, and he was fine. And give me 1 second. Say hi. Say hi. Look, it's you. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, I did find out that he is allergic to Band-Aids, because the Band-Aids that they put over his shots, where they were at, they swelled up and puffed up all red, and he started getting a rash. So next time I go in for his 4-month shots, which will be August 22nd, I'm going to have to tell him he's allergic to Band-Aids and figure out what we do for that. Let's see. She told me that he can start having a little bit of juice to help with the constipation from the rice. So she said just give him an ounce for every month of life. So because he's 3 months now, he can have up to 3 ounces of juice. And she said it has to be either 100% apple juice or 100%, what was the other one? Pear juice. But I just like to give him the apple. He seems to like it a lot. He just chugs it. But I tried to give him, I know I can give him up to 3 ounces of it, but I try to give him like 1.5 still, because otherwise he'll get like diarrhea. So, also, I did try him on the soy formula for a little bit, because I was kind of worried that he might be allergic to it. And, you know, the pediatrician just said to try the rice stuff. Well, I wanted to try the soy stuff, and I didn't want to have to go through the hassle of, you know, talking to her about it and seeing if I could get it set up with WIC and everything to be able to have the soy, and then maybe it ended up not working or something. So I went ahead and just tried him on it on my own. And he still spit up just as much. He got even more constipated. So I went through 1 can of that, and I took the other can back and just put him back on the rice, and he seems fine. So I'm assuming that it's not a milk allergy or anything. It's just really bad acid reflux. But let's see. He's in a size 2 diaper now because he's a fat boy. He's a fat boy. And he is now in, the day before he turned 3 months, he is now in 3 to 6 month clothing. Goodness. Also, he drinks about 4.5 ounces of milk every 3 to 3.5 hours. Sometimes he'll wait a little bit longer. On average, he drinks 7 bottles a day, because he does sleep 5 hours at night, so he'll skip 1 bottle, you know. But yeah, he seems to be doing pretty well, and every once in a while he'll sleep a little bit longer, but most of the time he just sleeps a good 5 hours, which is nice because it's better than 3 hours. Oh, you dropped your toy. Let me get it. Here you go. Here you go. But, so, let's see. I got, like always, my little notes over here. He did start playing with toys, finally, which you can't really see, but he started playing with toys, and he really likes his Lynx, and we got him one of those play mats, and he likes it. And, let's see. He's got a bunch of rattles that he likes. He started rolling over from his back to his stomach, and he loves tummy time. Like, I'll roll him back over on his back, and he'll just roll back over, and I'm like, like, literally one day, I put him on his back. He saw the rattle, rolled over on his front, grabbed the rattle, and rolled back over on his back to play with it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, kid. And, he's been trying to crawl already. He'll, like, stick his face in the ground and, like, scoot around on it. And I'm like, stop doing that. You're going to rub your face off. It kind of freaks me out sometimes. But then Todd's like, just let him do it. He's learning how to crawl. And I'm like, but he's rubbing his face off. Let's see. I think he's grown into his big boy face already. Because he doesn't look all fat and stuff. He looks like a big boy. Yes, he does. He looks like a big boy. Yeah. He has been learning to self-soothe. So, like, lately he's been waking up, like, every 3 hours or so, even though he doesn't want the bottle, instead of sleeping his 5 hours. And then he hasn't figured out how to really do it yet. So he will, like, cry until I rock him back to sleep, and then I'll go back to sleep. But then the last couple days have been awesome because he's started kind of learning. And so, like, I can just, like, put my hand on him, and then he'll just fall back to sleep, and I'm like, yes. He is really serious about his food. Like, when he drinks a bottle, he drinks a bottle. Like, he can down a bottle. He used to down the bottle in like 5 minutes, you know, which now that he has rice, it takes a little bit longer, which is good because he's not like gagging himself or anything. So, now it takes him like 10 to 15 minutes, which I still don't think is a very long time. Let's see. He is, he's learning his action and reaction, which kind of sucks for me because he's learned that if he cries, I'll pick him up. Yeah. So I've been trying to, like, let him cry a little bit more so he learns that, you know, he can't just cry for no reason and me pick him up, you know. Plus, he's a very big mama's boy, and, like, for example, I don't know how he knows, but me and Todd was going to run to town for like 30 minutes one night, and I asked Todd's dad to watch him, and he's like, oh yeah, that's fine, you know. Well, he has him, and he's holding him and loving on him, he's just laughing. As soon as we open the door, and I go to walk out of it, he starts screaming. Like, screaming bloody murder. And I'm like, how do you even know that I am about to leave, child? And, like, I can go outside for a cup of coffee, cigarette, you know, something for a few minutes. As soon as I walk out the door, he's screaming. And I'm like, ah! So, yeah, he's a big mommy's boy. Also, let's see, he loves it outside. Like, he's crazy about it. He can be hungry, he can be poopy, he can be anything, you know, and if he sees outside, he's like, what was going on? Huh? Yeah, that's pretty much it for 3 months. So, but watch later, and probably in about a month or so, there will be a 4-month update. So, say bye, Char. Bye. Hey, over here.